Hey guys, welcome to Mimi's Talking Creations. I have no idea what's going on with my program tonight. I just checked on the short minute one I just did, and it registered as a video and it showed me. But when I look at my laptop where I normally can see what I'm doing, I just have a blank screen. So I don't know if I'll be able to see comments. So if you join, please say hi so I know somebody's there. And if you're watching this as a replay, just hashtag replay so that I know when you saw it. Let's get the housekeeping stuff out of the way first. As you guys all know, and maybe I have some new ones on here, I don't know, so we'll go through it anyways. I do 3 types of workshops. I do a children's, I do an introductory class where it's basically one stencil, 1 or 2 colors. Very good thing to start with for your first time ever. And then I do a more advanced class where we would get into different colors, different techniques, layering. I also open my studio up on Wednesday nights. Pre-reservation required, but for open chalks, where you can come, you pay the studio fee, and you use all of my supplies and my stencils. And I have a huge variety of stencils that you can use when you're in my studio. So that's every Wednesday night, or most Wednesday nights, but those have to be reserved in advance because I have a very limited space. My studio is in my daughter's what used to be my daughter's bedroom, and it's not really big with everything else I have in here. So if you want to do that, hashtag Wednesday, and I'll get in touch with you and give you the next available date. If you like what you see and you think it would be something you'd like to do, I'm always looking for team members. You can join me. I have an opportunity group that I will post in comments the link to, and that's just a place to go and get information if you're considering joining the company. There aren't any quotas, so you can join as a hobbyist or a creator like myself, where you build a team and you sell finished products and sell products and such to earn a little extra income. If you're interested in the opportunity group, hashtag opportunity. If you just want to go ahead and join because you've been following me for a while and you think this is great, in the comments will be the link to join as well. So there are a couple ways that you can enjoy Magnolia products. You can, 1, become a creator or a hobbyist, and 2, you can order directly from my website or myself, and the link to my website will also be in the comments. If you'd like to book a class, a workshop in your home for you and your friends, hashtag book, and I'll get in touch with you and we'll get something set up. Those of you that are new may not know about this, but I have a VIP group called Mimi's Craft Basket. And in that group, I talk a lot about the company. I run specials. It's where I keep everybody up to date on what's going on in my business. I can't talk about prices on here. So if you're interested in specials or anything like that, make sure you join Mimi's Craft Basket. Right now I have a raffle going on for $100 shopping spree, and there's still some numbers left. So make sure you grab those, and who knows, you might be the winner. Okay, I think that's all for business. If you like what you see, remember to share. It really, really helps me keep my business going. And your friends and family will thank you. So at the end, if you want to share, that would be awesome sauce. Okay, like I said, if anybody comes on, if you came on, just type in the comments hello so I know if anybody's here, because my screen is black. I'll try to stay where I think I'm staying in line with you guys, but I cannot see how much of this you can see. I left it right where I did the test one, so I'm hoping it's where it needs to be. Okay, we're gonna do You Can't Ride in My Little Red Wagon, but I switched it to You Can. So you can ride my little red wagon. That's all I'm saying. I've had this stencil for a while, and I just kept thinking of other ones I wanted to do worse, and I didn't get around to doing this one. So I thought tonight would be about time to get it going. So this is a brand new stencil. It has not been used before. So what am I doing, guys? Buzz, buzz, buzz. And for those of you that are new, when we get our stencils, they're very, very tacky. And they adhere too tightly to many surfaces. So we take a towel, or you can do it on your pant leg. Some people use their shirt. Anywhere that you can pick up a bit of fuzz to dull down some of that tackiness. I typically do mine 3 times. Hi, Rose. I'm glad somebody's here. Thanks for joining. My screen is black. I have no idea what you're seeing. So if I get out of line so that you can't see what's going on, can you just send me a message and tell me to move right or left or something? I don't know what's going on, why my camera went blank, and I assume that you can see, but I can't read your comment either, so I gotta move that closer. Me too. Okay, so you're gonna be my eyes tonight, Rose. We're doing this Little Red Wagon, and I think obviously I'm gonna do the Red Wagon in red. And I think I'm going to do the handle and all that in, what am I looking for? I'm going to do all that in copper. So let's do that right off the bat and get that out of the way. Now I changed this from You Can't Ride in My Little Red Wagon to You Can when it comes time to do the saying. Move that down here as well. Came on a little bit later. We had a founders meeting on Thursday night, so I definitely have the wrong glasses on. I cannot see my computer. Oh, good. I'm glad it's showing up properly for you guys. Now I'm just going to pull this part up so that it doesn't dry in the screen. But then I'm just going to drop it back down. Now we obviously can't do black tires because I'm using a black surface. So I'm going to do gray tires, assuming I can get it open. Sorry I missed last night. I hope you guys didn't tune in and find me not there. But I tripped in my kitchen and I didn't fall. I, with the aid of the counter and my daughter-in-law grabbed me. I stayed upright, but I wrenched my ankle, or twisted my ankle and wrenched my shoulder and back, so I couldn't make it upstairs to the studio. And I'm fine, so my ankle's perfect, and I had a physical therapy appointment today anyways, so he also worked on my back and shoulder. So I'm feeling pretty good at the moment. I was lucky I didn't fall, although, as he said, sometimes it's worse if you catch yourself than if you just give in to the fall. My mother was like that. We used to laugh all the time when she fell because she looked funny, and she never ever got hurt, even when she was in her 80s and falling. But she would just go limp like a rag doll, and she looked so funny when she did it. But I know the first time my husband was around when she fell and I laughed, he was horrified that I would laugh that my mother fell. But like I said, she never got hurt, and she would just go limp. Okay, so now we're going to fill in the wagon part that makes this whole thing come together. I'm just scraping off my excess. There. Now, let's peel this off. And there's our wagon. I'm going to put this right in the bath. Now I am going to put a Christmas tree on it. So I need to dry it. Let me know if this goes out of the picture frame, Rose. Oh, that's too bad, Rose. Did you just recently do that? I am so sorry. I think that might be enough. Now, what we're going to add to it, and this is not a magnolia stencil, but I think it'll fit nicely with what I'm trying to do. And we're just going to add Well, you know what? I want the tree hanging out over the back, so we're going to do it this way. And we're going to have to tape it down. So let me grab my tape here. Because you wouldn't have a tree hanging over the front of your wagon. It would be hanging over the back. So let me just get in a line here where I want it to be. So you can reverse directions with these. You just have to do the paste on the sticky side instead of on the regular side. So you have to take it a little easy because you do not want your stencil to move around. So I taped mine down. Now, let's see. So I'm just going to gently do it. Like I said, you don't want to put a lot of pressure on it because that's not adhered to the board like it would be if I had put it sticky side down. But it does not hurt the stencil at all to do this. Just got to do it gently. And it just moved slightly, so I hope it's okay. We'll see when we take it off. This is on a washable board, so if it doesn't adhere the way I want it to, I can always wash it and do it again. Oh, I think that's just fine. Let me take the tape off before I throw this in the wash. So I signed up today for that big event that I went to last weekend for next year already. So we'll see if I get selected. Hang on a second. It's going to be a little bit noisy. I got to dry this tree. Okay, that feels dry. Anyways, like I was saying, I signed up for next year already and hoping that I get selected. They have 900 people on the request list already. And this year they did 375. So they're coming up with some way to decide who gets in and who doesn't. And they think they're going to do a couple of different weekends. And, you know, it's kind of like first come, first serve. It got posted last night, so I sent mine in today because I really, really want to go next year again. And this time I'll have a whole year to make plans and get stuff. I don't know why I'm fuzzing that, because I'm putting it on backwards. Duh, Beverly. Okay, now let me get a piece of tape. Now I am going to put white over this, like it snowed on it. And we'll see how that looks. Now the thing is, when you're layering, you want to make sure that your second coat is nice and soupy, so it goes through quite easily. So mine's not quite soupy enough to suit me, so I'm just adding a squirt of water. Getting low on my white here, so hopefully my order comes soon, because I ordered white. Okay, so I'm just gently going over it with the white. I'm going to set that aside because I think I'm going to use that for the lettering as well. Just take the tape off. Okay, so now let me turn this around, trying to stay in the same spot. I need this. Okay, now let me fuzz this. Now remember, it's supposed to say you can't ride in my little red wagon. I covered up the T so that it could say you can ride in my little red wagon. And look, there's room. This reminds me of when we take the grandkids apple picking. We always take a wagon with us, and they like to ride in the wagon, which we have it to put the apples in, but it doesn't always work that way. Okay, let me turn that around just to see if it's straight. And it's not. I don't think. I obviously can't do things upside down. Let's try that. That looks about right. Okay, now I'm going to do the lettering in white. I believe it'll pop nicely that way. I love white on these black chalkboards. It just pops nice. So as I was telling you about the craft show, the final tally is in, and they estimated that 22,000 people came through the door shopping. I mean, I didn't know we had that many people in the state of Maine. No, really. They did come from all over, though. They did bus our neighbors from Canada in. So they weren't all from the area. You can ride in my little red wagon. That came out really, really cute. Now I have a couple of bows and some presents. I think I'm going to see about putting a present in front of the tree and see how that looks. Maybe we want the smaller present. What color should we do our present? Let's do it in pretty silver wrapping paper. Now I gotta be careful that I just get the one present. There's that. Pull this off. Now I need to dry that because I'm going to put another present in front of it. Sorry about the noise, guys. Okay, so let's take our little present and we're going to put it right there. And I think we'll do this one in, how about this? This is not the color I thought it was. Let's do it in a green, a light green, and see what that looks like. My husband always laughs at me because I try to, like, I'll wrap 2 or 3 presents in red paper, and then I have to wrap 3 in green, and then 2 in gold, and they can't be placed all together under the tree. I like the variety of color under my tree. And we're just doing this one present over. Part of it is over on the silver. Cover up these two pastes. Okay, hang on guys, I gotta dry it again. Now we need some bows on top of our package. I think. That's a little bit bigger than I want. How about this one? And I almost forgot to fuzz. Okay, now we'll put a nice let's do sparkly red. With a bow. And I think we're going to do a smaller bow on the other package. It's hard to believe Christmas, whoops, I didn't dry that. Christmas is 6 weeks away, and I am not anywhere near it ready. Usually by this time I have the majority of my stuff purchased and wrapped and ready to go under the tree. But not this year. This year I've got 3 gifts. 2 of which are Michael's. So I need to get cracking. Or I will have some very unhappy grandchildren. Now let's see how this one turned out. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay, I think, kind of wondering if I want to put some snowflakes around. If I close that up, I should decide, huh? Just looking for my snowflakes. Yeah, maybe we'll just put a couple around. Smaller ones at top, because they're further away, right? Bigger ones at the bottom. Yeah, we'll put one over here somewhere. That was weird. I hope you're still here. It just went back to the home screen when I started up. I don't know what's going on tonight. I don't know. But I will say it's annoying. I'll have to go back and watch the whole video to see what I look like. Because I tend to scrunch up my face a lot. And I'm trying really hard not to do that. But it just comes natural to me. So we're going to put another one down here. I like snowflakes. And there is snow all over that Christmas tree. So you would assume that would mean that it's snowing. I'm going to put another snowflake there. And I think I want one over here. And one up here. And I think that should about. And I got a couple of spots on the board. But no worries. I can just take my little Windex cloth and get that off. Yeah, I think that came out kind of cute. Cute, cute, cute. Now I could take, let's see how it looks if I put some dashes throughout. Because not all snowflakes are going to be, yeah, don't like it. Wash my brush. Then I'm going to wash these away. Don't like them. I think that they would have been fine if I had done just those. Okay, guys, I think that's it for me tonight. If you like what you see, please share. And if you love what you see, how about a thumbs up? I don't know if this is in the picture, but I'm hoping. Dun, 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 dun. Let me move it around. Maybe I can't see. This is so weird to be talking to a blank screen. But there's my project. You can ride in my little red wagon. Okay, guys, till tomorrow night. Have a good one. Keep on chucking.